Give me a Q-tip. It's not funny. I'll send an invite. I won.
EA Sports, within the game.
Why is this in the trash? What you do?
What did you do?
What'd you do, Marvin?
No, what did you do to it? It was sitting on the counter, right? I took that lid off, right?
Yes.
I don't know what you put in it.
What do you mean?
What was in it?
I didn't put shit in it.
No, okay, well, it was something like the whole thing I don't know if it was rusted.
Rust.
Or whatever it was when I was scrubbing it.
Once you wash it, you have to dry it. When she washed it, she didn't dry it. She just let it sit there with the water.
Well, that shit almost killed me. I threw it away. I'm sitting there scrubbing that shit. Whatever it was, the smell just was bad. It went up my nose. Almost like, I don't know, I thought I was going to pass the fuck out.
Yeah.
I said, fuck the pen. I'll buy her a new one. I threw that shit in the trash.
You have to dry those kind of pans. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, the rest will come.
Yeah, cause the shit, it smells so bad. I ain't know what the fuck was. I'm throwing this shit away because she's not finna cook nothing in this shit and mess the house up.
What? You not sleep no more? Okay, maybe.
Yeah, I said that shit gotta go.
Is this the TV to our remote? Is this remote to the R TV?
No.
Because the other one feels different.
I just feel. Look at the bottom.
I am.
What does this say? On?
Huh?
What does it say on the bottom?
This one says Vince.
Oh yeah, that's ours.
I knew it.
They got switched.
I knew it. All last time when I kept trying, I could say this does not seem right.
It must have got switched somehow.
I knew it, man. I could tell the difference. That's crazy. Ours feels heavy. This is lighter.
Really?
This feels lighter.
They're the same kind of remote.
No, this one feels lighter. I knew it all night. I'm telling you, I knew it. I didn't have to hit it because it didn't want to turn off or channel.
Yeah, maybe that's why I kept having to hit that one yesterday. That's why we having to hit them and shit, huh? Because they not linked to them TVs. You gotta keep pushing the button to it link to the TV and shit. Oh shit.
Okay.
What's up, Lonnie?
My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old piece of my.
Put that big ass white towel out the seat so it could dry.
Uh-huh.
My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, other titles, you need to grow. But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to touch me for the throne.
I don't know if you can hear me, nigga, but this is payback from that bowling last night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play.
Overtime payback.
Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Rodgers now on first down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers on the move to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Winston. Packer pressure, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, Winston.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Winston. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. On play action, now Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
On play action, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. Now Jones. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they come up now 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson.
34 yards.
And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up. This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Winston steps away to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
2nd and short now following the fumble.
Up the middle, Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are an extra point away from taking the lead. They'll turn to Kamara.
And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers eluding the pressure right.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he's got some space here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
To the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Rodgers going to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 22, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Crosby is good, and they're going to take the lead here as it's now 9-8. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half here, Winston. He completes it to Olave. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play and 2 more for good measure. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. The 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. And they got it.
Overtime payback.
Interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Locates Kamara on the out route. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Coming left is Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping would come open downfield, but they never did.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Jameis now on first down. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 27 yards. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Winston to throw for it. It's complete. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Rodgers now on first down. Being chased out left. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tonyan. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Final minute now of the third quarter. Rodgers again now. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I
Pick.
think the scoreboard is dictating
Pick.
what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster.
Wow, that's crazy.
On the interception,
That is crazy.
Too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback.
Who's better than 7, though?
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you're running the slant, timing
I
is
can't get
everything.
no
There
There's
was no
I
space
can't get
available, and incompletion as a result.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Winston now. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And now here is another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Winston to throw for it on 4. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where.
Touchdown! Randall Cobb from 10 yards out. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're looking to throw this. Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Passing, it's Dalton. Got an open man, it's Olave. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.